Hello, everyone, and welcome back. You're watching Straight from the Doctor's Desk with me, Dr. Andrea Purcell, where natural medicine is used as the first resort to help you achieve the health and the lives that you love. This week, we're talking about thyroid, getting to know your thyroid, how important it is for quality of life. Plus, I'm going to review the thyroid neck check exam with you in detail. I firmly believe that knowledge is power, and then we need to act on that power. So today, I want to teach you about your thyroid so that you can understand how it really impacts life in general. The thyroid gland is the bow tie shaped gland that sits at the base of our neck. It directs enzymes, biochemical reactions, hormones, and our metabolic rate. It is the master gland of the body, and it controls most body functions. Thyroid disease can involve many aspects of our health, and it significantly can affect our quality of life. In the US, thyroid disease affects 1 in 8 people. Women are more susceptible to thyroid issues and have an 8-fold greater incidence than men do. In menopause, the numbers shift again, and then it comes down to 1 in every 3 women will develop a thyroid problem. Among women, no other type of cancer is increasing faster than thyroid cancer. My neighbor, 46 years old, was just diagnosed with thyroid cancer, had her thyroid removed. The goal is early detection, and a large number of those lucky enough to catch it early in their neck check. And we do know that self-exams save lives. You know your body better than anyone else, and you will be the first to know if something changes. So to do the thyroid neck check, all you need is a glass of water and a hand mirror. So you want to hold the mirror in your hand so that you're able to see your neck. And then you want to look closely at the area between your Adam's apple and your collarbones and the muscles on the side of your neck. So you want to turn your head side to side to look for any unusual lumps, bumps, or discolorations. Then you want to tip your head back and repeat. Then you want to swallow 3 mouthfuls of water while you continue to watch your neck. So you want to do 1 swallow of water when you're looking straight ahead, 1 when you're turned to the left, and another when you're turned to the right. Using the mirror and your dominant hand, you want to feel the texture of the tissues over your thyroid. And then you want to make note of anything you feel that seems unusual. You want to feel carefully over any areas that look odd, during these steps. If you feel that something isn't right, be sure to follow up with your doctor. Thyroid function is incredibly important when it comes to energy, body temperature, circulation, weight control, having healthy hair, good digestion, and literally dozens of other symptoms. It affects every organ system, and it makes life much harder to deal with if you're dealing with a thyroid issue. This is mostly because in cases of hypothyroidism or low thyroid, all of the body processes slow down. So metabolism slows down, your digestion will slow down, your brain function will slow down, the rate that your hair grows slows down. And a thyroid issue can come on very slowly, and one day you just might notice, hey, I'm having a hard time losing weight. Maybe I'm relying on coffee more than I used to because I feel tired. And there are a number of ways that the gland can misfire. It can go hyper, which is too high. It can go hypo, which is too low. It can swell up, develop nodules, cysts, or goiters. It can develop into an autoimmune condition called Hashimoto's thyroiditis. So again, thyroid disorders are on the rise. The American Thyroid Association states the causes of most thyroid problems are unknown. And that is really not true. It's well known in natural medicine that lifestyle and environmental factors are a direct cause of thyroid stress and thyroid issues. So I want to tell you about Karen. She came to see us because her weight was up. She was in menopause and she could not sleep. She was dealing with constipation and she was on thyroid medication. She said, Dr. Purcell, I need some help. I need to understand more about how things are connected in my body. And I just don't feel like myself. After we looked at her labs and I talked to her, we discovered that her thyroid medication wasn't being properly managed. So I adjusted her medication, put her on a focused food plan, and helped to balance her hormones so that she could sleep better. Within a few weeks, she could sleep, and then that helped her energy. And then during the day, her inflammation came down and she was able to lose weight. Her digestion started to move, which also helped her lose weight. And then she said to me, about 6-8 weeks later, she said, I went for a hike this weekend and it felt great. I'm feeling like I'm back to myself. So one of the biggest issues with the mismanagement of thyroid disease is testing. We have to do the right test to get to the right treatment. So conventional medicine, right, your insurance card focuses on disease management, mostly with drugs, surgery, and synthetic thyroid hormone replacement. It doesn't focus on finding or fixing the underlying cause of thyroid problems. Thyroid hormone replacement as a standalone therapy often falls short. And that's really for two reasons. One, there are two thyroid hormones. They're called T3 and T4. The synthetic medications only contain T4. Second reason is not only may thyroid hormone need to be supplemented, but the thyroid gland itself needs to be supported, and that needs to be addressed. And conventional medicine doesn't know how to do that. So this is an area of tremendous frustration for men and women, because although medication is adjusting the labs to be in range, there's no improvement in quality of life. And we still feel terrible. So thyroid conditions are regularly being mismanaged by the conventional medical system. And the truth is that thyroid health requires a truly holistic approach in order to be optimized, because you are not just your thyroid gland, you are a person with a thyroid gland. The main factors contributing to causes behind thyroid disease are stress, right? Stress causes everything. Hormonal fluctuation, mineral deficiency, chronic viral infections, and radiation exposure. There's so much going on in our environment these days that affects the thyroid gland, and we have to know how to protect our thyroids. And one of the biggest issues is environmental stress. The thyroid in particular is very sensitive to environmental pollution and radiation. Radiation exposure lowers immune function. The thyroid is sensitive to that radiation exposure. Cases of thyroid disease skyrocketed after the Chernobyl accident. Most of the radiation we're exposed to today comes from medical imaging. That's right. Good old medicine. Radiation accumulates in our body, and that means that radiation exposure adds up over time. And most people don't give a second thought about it, because that exposure is not something that we can see with the naked eye, but it's there and it is important. So now I want to talk about 5 ways to help your thyroid gland. If you do yoga, there are some really great poses like the camel pose, the bridge pose, the shoulder stand, and the plow. These poses will stimulate the thyroid gland and the parathyroid gland, as well as bring energy into that growth area. If you're going for an x-ray or you're having any medical x-ray imaging done, you do need to request the thyroid shield, a simple yet unknown way to protect your thyroid from unwanted radiation is to ask for a thyroid shield during any medical imaging. This includes mammograms, shoulder x-rays, chest x-rays, and dental x-rays. Next, what are some foods that help boost thyroid health? Let thy medicine be thy food, right? Seaweed, kelp or dulse, and spirulina, great for the thyroid. They contain trace amounts of nourishing minerals so that the thyroid gland can work. And they also help scrub it from unwanted radiation, especially healing our apples, pears, kiwis, sweet potatoes, arugula, and all berries. Then we have the cruciferous vegetables, citrus, dates, figs, shredded coconut, and leafy greens. Just eat the rainbow of vegetables each day so you can help your thyroid. Next, you have a thyroid problem or you suspect one. Begin work with a holistic practitioner to get the right tests done. Because if you want to find and fix the underlying cause, we have to start here. It is possible to help your thyroid and recover. So the right tests are TSH, free T3, free T4, and the thyroid autoantibodies, TPO antibodies, and the anti-thyroglobulin antibodies. Next, do your thyroid neck check like I've showed you monthly. So if you think you have a thyroid problem or you know you have one, you're probably functioning like you're rowing the boat with one oar. I encourage you to explore our website, find out the process of working with us. It's www.drandreapurcell.com. When it comes to chronic disease, medications are given to manage symptoms. And in the case of thyroid, the medication often misses the mark, because it's based solely on the labs and not on you and how you feel. So you are more than your lab. You are a person with a life. There is a lot more for you than what the conventional medical system has to offer. So if you're feeling like this is your time, we'd love to talk to you. Go ahead and check out our website and come back here to YouTube and watch another one of our videos. You take good care. Ciao for now.